Oh, must be a good day. Becky's coloring again.
I knew they were here.
You found the cane?
Oh, God, my stash.
Where did you find the cane? What does the cane look like?
I said, on that four-drawer cabinet. I don't know where it is. Where you look at the stickers? What?
That's it.
There we go.
Well, sir, I gotta tell you, back in those days, the fishing was all on the lagoon. That's 'cause the inlet ain't been dug yet. We fish mostly for mullet and trout, 'cause it's easy to catch. And a good haul of mullet could be 1,000, even 1,500 a night. When I started, we'd get 1.50 cents a pound. If you had your own rig, you'd get 2 cents a pound. We'd put our boats in late in the afternoon, usually 2 men to a boat, and fish all night. Sometimes we'd string out 1,500 foot of net. I sure was glad when they started using them gasoline engines. That rowing was awful hard. The mosquitoes and sandflies could get real bad. We'd take an old bucket, put some mangrove wood in, a piece of old tarred net, and burn it as a smudge pot, just to keep the bugs away. In wintertime on the lagoon, that wind would blow and it'd get so cold. Sometimes we'd go ashore, light a fire, put a pot of coffee on, just to keep the chill away. Once we got back to the dock in the morning, we'd weigh the fish, pack them in barrels, and ice them down. Those barrels could weigh up to 200 pounds apiece.
We found that map.
Later we used crates, and that made it a little bit
Found
easier.
that map?
The ice had come in 300-pound blocks. We'd have to chip it by hand. We'd put paper and sawdust on the floor just to keep the ice longer. We'd load them barrels up on the cart, we'd push it out to the road, put them on the trains, take them to Jacksonville. There they'd ice the fish down again, ship them up north to markets. We had to hang them old cotton and linen nets out to dry, or they'd rot. Sometimes bluefish would get in the nets and chew them all up. Then we'd have to mend them by hand. That took a while. Nowadays they use nylon. I've always managed to fish and put away a few dollars. And when times got hard, I had enough money to get by on. But I ain't never worked for another person in my whole life.
I found this map.
So they have a lot of information here about the fishing industry here.
Plantations were so successful that by boats that ply the Indian River were renowned for service and luxury, but the era of the steamboat was soon coming to a close. On December 11, 1893, the long-awaited railroad finally arrived at Sebastian, and with it arrived a new wave of people. With its warm winters and abundant sunshine, the Indian River area became a sportsman's paradise. Hunting and fishing evolved from necessity to recreation. This easy life was best represented by the No Sweat Club, an association that charged its members if any of them broke into a sweat. But in 1895, a devastating freeze changed life in Sebastian forever. The area's pineapple and citrus crops were decimated, and many people were without. To make ends meet, a number of residents turned to the waters for food. In September of 1895, the first rail shipment of salted fish out of Sebastian left the Henry Flagler's New Florida East Coast Railroad. By the end of the year, nearly 104,000 pounds had been shipped north. The following year, an ice plant and barrel factory were built in Sebastian, opening up new markets for fresh Indian River seafood. As the industry blossomed, fishing families from across the country began to arrive in the Indian River Lagoon, building the profession that would become its hallmark for the next century: commercial fishing.
My grandfather come down in 1910. He gilled that. My grandfather came in the area around 1901 and they were involved in the fishing business.
My dad moved down here in 1924.
We moved down here in 1940.
I probably sold my first fish in about 1946. Well, man, I was happy to go through that. Yeah, hey.
Alright, well that's it for the Sebastian Inlet Fishing Museum. Come check it out if you're in the area.